Hello, everybody. I'm Tatjana Spahiu from Polytechnical University of Tirana, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, Textile and Fashion Department. And as I mentioned earlier, is my pleasure, and I'm really happy to take part for the second time, even this year. Despite is virtually, but let's hope we will have a better situation and to meet face to face, which is a more productive way to make conferences and to present the work done in collaboration with my colleague from University of Western Macedonia, Athanasios Manavis and Panagiotis Kyratsis, with my colleague and friend also, Zlatina Kazlacheva from Trachea University, and from Politecnico de Leiria, Portugal, Henrique Almeida. This presentation will be about product design in fashion industry as a means to ensure sustainability. In fact, this work is part of a project that we are doing in order to use advanced technology in product design and at the end product development of different fashion products. Let's say some words about a short component of this presentation, which is give a short definition about product design, some recent trends in product design that are used in fashion industry, but with the main scope to ensure sustainability, which is in an emerging need required from fashion industry. Also, we will present here some the cases of some fashion products as garments and accessories, which are developed or designed and produced through advanced technology. And at the end, we have the conclusions. The fashion industry is a term that includes different items. We have presented here are presented some of the main items as garments, as footwear, as accessories, as bags, and etc. Okay, but let's give here some facts about the fashion industry. Fashion industry is, according to research done by different studies, is evaluated as the second largest consumer of water, and also it is responsible for 2 to 8% of global carbon emissions. So these percentages, which is a high value, let's say, have done the necessity to shift to a sustainable production, which is required, especially in fashion industry, in order to reduce the negative impact on environment that this industry is doing for us, for our world where we live. So the industry 4.0, which was first introduced in 2011 in Germany, has the ability to accelerate production, but in the same time should raise the quality of the products, also to waste reduction, and in other words, to product customization, which supports a sustainable production. But due to the fact that manufacturing of fashion products is mainly based on human labor, its implementation, we are talking about the implementation of Industry 4.0 in fashion industry, is considered as a key driver for textile and clothing industry. What is product development in a wider term, let's say, or meaning, product development is the complete process of delivering a new product or improving an existing one for customers. This is the same, let's say, even for fashion products. But creating a new product means to use engineering methods to create this product. So we start from the beginning to create a new product. This depends from what the consumers, let's say, will ask for it or it needs. But there is another way to create a product. So it means to have a product by using reverse engineering. That it means to have this product and to digitize it in order to create a new one or to improve this product, which is according to customers' needs. So in fashion industry, adoption of the new technology in various steps of product design and also development, because product design is only one step of the whole process of product development, has shown a great transformation. This is visible through different ways that fashion products are offered to the consumers, but even due to the researchers done in this area. But there is an interesting fact that we have to mention here about the role of the consumers by the use of this new technology. So the consumers are interacting in the process of product development, and these interactions have transformed them not only as buyers, but even as designers by product personalization. So the consumers nowadays have the possibility, no, okay, it's okay, have the no, it's okay, no problem, I'm just explaining. Through this technology, Internet of Things, which is IoT as an acronym, have the possibility to change and to personalize the products they want or they order, let's say. So we are living in a digital world, and in the area of this digitalization, we are all faced with digital technology that, of course, are having a great impact on product development, but also they are ruining, let's say, our lives. We cannot live without digitalization. So we are all faced with products offered in a digital way prior to the final product. So it means that we all see virtual products, and at the end we see the final product. These trends are more and more becoming a normal way of living, and we as consumers are becoming more and more included in the process by interacting with the design product process. But what is one of the main benefits of the interaction of the consumers in the whole process of product design through personalization? Of course, it helps in a sustainable way of production. So the producers exclude producing different types of items, wearable items for consumers, and which are at the end not only sold by them, but through this kind of interaction, they have the possibility to produce products that are required from consumers. But so in this way, by sustainable production. What is sustainable production? According to United Nations Brundtland Commission in 1987, defined sustainability as meeting the needs of the present, but without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. In other words, a sustainable production means to use different resources and different ways of product design in order to reduce waste, in order to reduce production. So in other words, to extend the life of these products in order to help in reducing pollution caused by fashion products. So as I mentioned earlier, we as consumers are becoming more included in the whole process of product development and through customization of our products. So, but what is mass customization? It is a way of production which is widely spread in fashion industry. We know now that the fashion industry has shifted from mass production to mass customization, which tries to fulfill consumers' requirements, but by keeping, let's say, the same cost of the product without raising the cost. And the aim of mass customization so is offering products that try to fulfill consumers' requirements, but with costs comparable of mass production, as I mentioned. And all this can be accelerated and can be supported, let's say, by the integration of digital manufacturing in fashion industry, which offers advantages to create customized products, to evaluate these products according to specific requirements from the consumers, and also a digital production through additive manufacturing. But what I mentioned about the digital production in fashion industry, of course, that these are part of the so-called pillars of the fourth industrial revolution, or industry 4.0, or even called smart production or smart factory in different countries. And all these technology enablers, which are part of the, thank you, which are part of the fourth industrial revolution, as big data, as augmented reality, as simulation, as IoT, of Internet of Things, as cybersecurity, system integration, cloud computing, autonomous systems of production, and also through another way of production, which is additive manufacturing, has their role on the whole process of digital manufacturing of fashion products. Okay. So let's give some details about the digitalization, in fashion industry. They have through this kind of technologies, they have the possibility to gather manufacturing data, but also to control through this data, to control on every step of product development for different problems that are caused during production, and in the same time to predict problems that are encountered during product development. And also they are able to improve organizational performance, not only in production, but even in services. So customization is one of the most important to fulfill customers' satisfaction, but in the same time to contribute to a sustainable way of production. And here we present some cases of various garments that are presented as a virtual prototype, which is widely, let's say, used by big companies that to create products and to evaluate these products on the first step of product design is a best way, as is a productive way also to create, to personalize, to evaluate, but in order to sustain a sustainable production in fashion industries, because through virtual prototyping, as in this example, we have the possibility to avoid different steps that are used in real life to create a product. So we evaluate the product, we make different changes, and at the end, we do also the simulation part. So we're evaluating the drape, the fit of different items, the colors, the combination of accessories, etc. And at the end, we decide which one of the products is going to be produced. So in this case, by avoiding different steps of material cost, of machinery, human costs that are needed during traditional way of manufacturing. Also here, apart from the garment, we see here some accessories that can be produced by additive manufacturing in this, which is one of the main pillars of Industry 4.0, but also it contributes to a sustainable production. Digital additive manufacturing or 3D printing is a well-known technology nowadays. First used as prototyping, so just to create prototypes, but now is used even for a range of products, and it has advantages through waste of reduction, because there are products that are produced only by using materials that it is needed for this product. So in the traditional way of manufacturing of this kind of product, we have to have a box of materials and to take off the materials. But in this case, we have only the material that is needed to create from the beginning this product. So we in this case we avoid extra costs needed with materials, but has also some other advantages that are linked with product customization, because the digital data are directly printed using this technology. And another great advantages of additive manufacturing is about creating, let's say, complex geometry. So complex geometry, which are especially for accessories, for example, but especially for footwear products, and the well-known companies as Adidas or Nike, Under Armour, etc. Are implementing the additive manufacturing to create the sole of the shoes, and they by helping to the continuous sustainable production, because they take waste from recycling bottles and use them to create the soles. But I mentioned the complex geometry because because the complex geometry, which has open structures in 3D, cannot be produced by the traditional way of manufacturing, but through 3D printing, as it produced layer by layer, is it possible to create this kind of technology? So here, okay, but as I mentioned, for the footwear, apart from the technology, we have even some eco-friendly solution, which are part of the, for example, the materials developed to create these products, because we all know when we want to create a new product, so to design a product, we have in the same time, we have to know even about the materials that are going to be used for these products. And some eco-friendly solutions that are presented here are, for example, the so-called vegetable or eco leather, as waste of fruits, or as ananas, for example, or grass, or apple, or even coffee, the waste of coffee, but also, of course, in use in mixing by other materials. They create. In fact, it is a fabric. It is a non-woven fabric, but it has characteristics like a leather. So that's why are used for different fashion products, as bags, as shoes, etc. Let's summary here about additive manufacturing for fashion products. Is an alternative of traditional manufacturing, and it has advantages about waste reduction, about customization, about stock minimization, because we produce what we want, about complex structures also, and all these facts confirm that the prediction for the rise of 3D printing in the, I have mentioned here about footwear industry, but for the moment, because footwear industry is one of the industry where 3D printing has more application, let's say, which is even linked with the materials that are used for shoes production. Because they are similar, the materials used for shoes production by 3D printing are similar even with the materials used in the traditional way of production about shoes. There are attempts, and even in my research, I have tested about using 3D printing for garments, for fabric, let's say. But the materials that are in the market now are not only are not let's say, are not able to be similar with the materials used for fabric. So a lot of work has to be done by engineering of materials to create materials that have similar characteristics of the one used for fabrics, and later on for garments. So we came at the conclusion part, and of course we have to mention that all about the product design, that it is ruined by the advancement of technology. As I mentioned earlier, this enables are part of Industry 4.0, and are able to accelerate production, to raise quality, to waste reduction, but with a main scope to contribute to a sustainable production. Evidence presented by different researchers regarding the implementation of Industry 4.0, even not widely used in the clothing industry, depicts its positive impact for sustainable production. of course, mass customization as a new business model in fashion industry is driven by advances of technology as part of the Industry 4.0, or even called Fourth Industrial Revolution, which through main pillars, which are 3D modeling that includes simulation, as I mentioned earlier, through 3D printing, and also through other ways that products are offered to the consumers in order that they have the possibility to interact in the in the process of product design. They enable customization and also supports to a sustainable production within the fashion industry. And at the end, I have to thank you for your attention.